Hey guys, how's it going? What's up? My name's Justin and welcome to my channel. Welcome to my Aladdin movie review. I don't really do many of these, but I'm looking at doing more of them because I love movies. Reactions isn't everything that I do on this channel, so movie reviews are definitely something that I want to be doing a lot more of. So yeah, stay tuned. If you haven't already, please like the video, yeah, of course, because of course you're going to, but subscribe to the channel, follow me everywhere, because if you're interested in movies like I am, join me, join the channel, it's super fun. So without further ado, let's get in. So based on the 90s animated classic, this film borrows heavily from that film, but it yet tries to stand alone, and that's where this film both fails and succeeds. Firstly, I do need to say that I like this movie. I actually really do. But it's not perfect. Don't think that it's going to be a perfect movie. There are certainly some great things that are going for it. The music, for one thing, is undeniable. That score that Alan Menken has done is incredible, and there are so many things that are undeniably Aladdin about it. But oh man, it's just so much more epic because it's live action, so you can make it epic because you've got these vast vistas and it's action sequences and musical sequences, and it is such a big film. The other cool thing about it is that there are brand new songs well, there's one brand new song, there's some redone lyrics, and all those new lyrics are all done by Benj Pasek and Justin Paul, who have done the musical, I want to say, what's it called? Dear Evan Hansen. I'm a big fan. I can't remember. I can't believe I forgot about that. They did the music for La La Land. They did countless things. The Greatest Showman is them. So this song that they're bringing out for this movie was really great, and it's called Speechless, and you'll love it when you hear it. If you already haven't. The production design of this film is also top-notch. From the massive real-life sets to the costumes, the film plants itself as one of the most gorgeous films to look at. The cinematography, as I said before, is beautiful, and it really shows off the ocean and the desert really well. And yes, I did say ocean. Agrabah has an ocean. It is a coastal city. It's actually not unlike King's Landing. From Game of Thrones. There was a wide shot introducing Agrabah, and I thought that looks like King's Landing, so that's pretty cool. Speaking of the design of the film, the CG characters. Abu, the monkey, was perfect. His big eyes, he's super expressive, is exactly what it was like in the original film. Abu didn't speak in the original film. He said his name all the time, but this version, just monkey. But Frank Welker comes back to voice both him, Abu, and Raja, which is super cool. We've also got notes. Raja and Iago, they are perfect as well. Disney definitely know how to do their live action animated animals. Jungle Book, this, Lion King. Lion King's gonna be so good. Please don't fail me. But CG characters. Now, I don't know if this is the fault of the director, Guy Ritchie, or the visual effects supervisor, or the animation team, or the budget, but the genie is terrible. Will Smith himself isn't the problem, though. Really. He's as Will Smith as he always will be, and if you're unhappy with him as the genie, think about that. Is it him, or is it how badly they're animating his likeness onto the digital character? Now, remember a few months back when they showed us that the sneak peek, the look of the genie, and that wasn't very good at all. And it doesn't improve. The best parts of the movie where the genie is in is when he's just Will Smith with no makeup, just his costume. So that's not a good thing. The genie is a big part of the Aladdin franchise, and yeah, Will Smith was great, but the CG was not, and yeah, they definitely lose marks for that. Having Will Smith be his typical human self wasn't a bad thing. His human side was used when it could, and thankfully too because of the CG. And it was nice seeing him interact with other characters, which the genie in the original film didn't really. It was really just under the hat in the lamp and whispering into Aladdin's ear. So it was really only the genie and Aladdin. But in this one, Genie, Aladdin, and other characters as well, which is really great. Will Smith's motion captured performance was not only really distracting because of the uncanny valley of it all, but the addition of like his muscular frame on like it'll put Dwayne Johnson to shame. It didn't fit. Like, I understand that you've got the silhouette of the genie and how it looks, but turning the flabby version of the Robin Williams version into a muscular version is a clever idea, but it didn't work, guys. There was no realism behind where the muscles went, and even though they'll probably bring out some special features that will disprove that, it looked puffy, fake, and it was just bad, which is a shame. The legacy of Robin Williams will still live on. His genie was unmatched. And now that we've seen Will Smith's version of the genie, Williams is still far and above the best the character has to offer. Now onto the direction. It's hands down the worst part of this film. The musical numbers were okay on their own, and if you closed your eyes, but there was this feeling of unease while I was watching them. Either it's because I'm used to the tempo of the original one, but this one just seemed to purposefully go out of its way to not maintain the same level of energy and fun as the original. The Prince Ali sequence in the streets of Agrabah was so boring, and the camera was so stiff that I wanted so much more out of that sequence. One Jump Ahead was good once you got going, but it just started, and I was surprised. Like, even the original movie, and I rechecked, the camera stays on the one thing, and then it got to keep one jump ahead of the bread. It matched. It worked so much better in the original, and I don't know. So the direction, it's not fun. Less is more. Less is more. And they didn't. They just tried to do more, and it was bad. The performances Guy Ritchie was able to get out of its cast wasn't too bad either, but that's probably the benefit of having decent actors, except for Jafar. Jafar was definitely the worst out of them all. He was very soft-spoken. There was actually a line, where is it? I've got it in my notes. There was a line in the Cave of Wonders as it's crumbling beneath him, and he's just standing there and is like, "Give me the lamp." It's just, there's no, like in the original, like, "Give me the lamp." It's like he's desperate to get this lamp, and it's just, I didn't get it. So it's just bad acting. Either that or the direction was bad. So I don't know. But the one thing that made the entire film worthwhile was A Whole New World. That sequence is everything to me, because I used to sing that with my family in the car, in the house, for years and years growing up. And everything was riding on that song, and it nailed it. In fact, it made me cry. And I'm glad that it did, because it was the most emotional, best part of the entire film. Alright guys, to recap, the performances of everybody went from good to passable. The CG was wonderful, except for the genie himself. The musical sequences seemed tacked on, and I can't decide if they were questionably directed or if they were just left to the stunts and camera team to do themselves. Honestly, there was no reason at all as to why Guy Ritchie even directed this film. There was nothing that, I'm not a close follower of his, and there was nothing that really stood out to me as to why he should have been the one that directed it. I can't, his King Arthur film, I can't even remember. I've seen it, I think, twice, and I still can't remember anything of it. That's probably what we're going to feel like about Aladdin. A little bit more because it's Aladdin and I have a better emotional connection with the story. but it's not very good. So guys, I am giving it an amazing review. Here's my rating: 3 out of 5 stars. It was going to be 2.5 stars out of 5, but A Whole New World bumped it to that 3rd star, and deservedly so. It's a very okay film that it won't get a sequel. No one's going to want to come back to put any more money into this. It's not very good, but I wanted it to be better. My kids will love it. Kids will love it. They don't care. This isn't for me. This is for the kids growing up. This is for kids that are growing up and will eventually see the original film. And then they'll like that one. And then they'll watch this one and they'll be like, why did I even watch that first one? That was the new one. Anyway, guys. So, that was my review of Aladdin. Sorry it was a mess. I've got notes. My eyes were there. I'm trying to get used to everything. I'm trying to do things a little bit new. See, here I go again. But anyway, guys, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on all of the social media bits. There's my thing. Hello, thing. The links are in the description though, but you can follow me everywhere at Justin J. Wood. Anyway, guys, to my returning subscribers, thank you very much for returning. And yeah, and for everybody else, until next time, I'll catch you later.